Buckle up, we are getting ready for Glamour on the Grid. I actually just got my hair done today and it looks so good. The lace is melted so well. Although it is hot. It is so hot in Melbourne right now. I'm so sick and tired of summer. I'm over it. And so, just so you know, it didn't look exactly like this before. It was very much, but I've sweated through it a bit. So, properly fix it after I do my makeup. My third Formula One. My drinky drink of choice for the day is Zach's Spiced Rum. It's got a kick to it. I'm gonna start with Yummy Skin because I actually like this as a foundation. The second time I'm going to Glamour on the Grid. Now, my first Glamour on the Grid was an experience. I'll say that. Glamour on the Grid, if you don't know what it is, it's pretty much like a red carpet thing that they do at the paddocks. You get super close to like the cars, the track itself, like the start/finish line. Really, really cool. So basically there's a red carpet, there's photographers, you walk on the track, you walk into the paddock, the red carpet is there, and then you walk into where the hospitality will be for the week. But that's where they host, it's pretty much just like a big party. Now, for my first Glamour on the Grid, I don't even think I have that many photos of what I was wearing, but I wore this green gown. I had also just cut my hair, so I'd done a big chop. I was looking real cute. All lined up to get photos at the red carpet. That's the thing about red carpets, that nobody sees the other side of when people are lining up, and it's just a bit chaotic. Anyway, we line up, waiting to get our pictures taken on the carpet. Photographers, snapping, everything's fine, everything's a vibe. I get to the carpet. There's one more person before me. They're clicking, everyone's snapping, everyone's having a good time. I get there, get onto the carpet, crickets, silence. Like they had completely stopped taking photos. It's like staring at me, and I was like, I don't think that I'm anybody super important. So I'm not like, oh, they should have been taking photos of me. It was just very, very awkward. There's one photographer there that did take a photo of me. They were nice. I have known them since like my first Sydney Fashion Week. So I was like, oh, hey, how are you? How you doing? And that was nice. I've been leaving my concealer on for like maybe 2-3 minutes even, so that it just like sets in before I blend it out. And I've been noticing a bigger difference in my makeup, and I've actually been liking my makeup. Anyway, so whilst that's doing what it needs to do, I'll finish my story. Fortunately, that day I really wasn't feeling very confident in how I looked. And like, it's nothing crazy. It just happens to people. Like, it happens to me still. Like, there are some days where I don't feel as confident, but usually on the days where I don't feel as confident in how I look, I don't do things that rely on me to look a certain way. I do admin, I do house chores, I read a book, I watch a movie, I don't look into any mirrors. Like, I don't do anything that has anything to do with my physical appearance. But that day I had no choice. So I was just like, you know what, let me make myself look cute. Let me wear a beautiful gown. And I did wear a beautiful gown. My hair was looking cute. My makeup was okay, and it was only okay because my skin was also going through a flare-up, and it was just stinging the whole time because my skin was just being very sensitive and had a lot of texture. It was flaking, so the last thing I really wanted to do was put makeup on. And to be honest, I shouldn't have. I should have just gone without makeup, which I'm so happy to do now, but at that time, I just didn't. And I wanted to cry. I really wanted to cry, but I didn't. Because, I'll say this, photography is a very important art form and it needs to be respected. All photographers should be paid their worth, because photography doesn't just start at composition and end at like the click of the camera. They go home, they edit, they spend hours. Hats off to all photographers, you know? That being said, I said to myself, I'm not gonna let a bunch of men with their little metal flashing toys make me cry. So I didn't cry. And I was very proud of myself for not crying. I did cry later on in the week, but not because of that. It was just like a couple of things happened, and I was like, and then that happened on Tuesday, and then this is happening today. So I just didn't have a fantastic week. And also my period came. I remember because every year since I moved here, I get my period during the F1. But this year, my period has just finished, so we're up here. We're feeling better. We're in a better place. Look at that. Smooth. Seamless. We love. And a little birdie told me that the guest list has effectively doubled in size, which means, and I don't know if the venue has changed, so it's going to be the same venue, but twice as big. So I've been mentally preparing myself for that. But with the increased guest list size, it actually does mean a lot more of my friends are invited. So I know that this time I'll have a much better time because more of like my friends will be going. And by my friends, I mean like content creators and like TikTokers, which I know lots of people don't particularly like the idea of influencers being invited to these events that they weren't invited to before, but I wasn't gonna say no. So I did also make my outfit. I made it yesterday, started yesterday, I finished today, so let's hope it doesn't fall apart. All right, I'm gonna catch up with you when I finished because I know that I've been talking for like 25-30 minutes and I need to leave in 45 minutes, so I'll see you in a bit. This is the finished look for the night and I can't wait for you to see my outfit.